And they're all doing it back and forth like this and like that. And I don't know why I'm moving around because it doesn't do justice to what they do on screen, but it's really good. Welcome back, musical fans. And it feels just right to have a brand new Roald Dahl adaptation to watch with the family during the festive season. And Matilda the Musical will be on Netflix in the US on Christmas Day. But it has been in UK theaters for about a week now, and it tells the story of an extraordinary young girl who discovers her superpower and summons the remarkable courage against all odds to help others change their stories whilst also taking charge of her own destiny. Standing up for what's right, she's met with miraculous results. And as a form of reference, this is not a remake of the original 90s movie, this is an adaptation of the stage musical that started in 2010 right here in London on the West End. I have also never seen that stage musical, nor have I seen the 90s movie, an adaptation of the original Roald Dahl book. I've seen bits and pieces of it, I understand visual references, I know of scenes in that film, but I've never seen it in full from beginning to end. So going into Matilda, even though I knew of it, I didn't really know what it was about. I only really knew that I was this mean teacher and that at some point a kid had to eat an entire chocolate cake, which does sound a little bit too much. And I gotta say, this is super enjoyable to watch. The film is specifically engineered to appeal to your inner child. There's nothing super surprising about the story. Once you understand the pieces at play, you know exactly where it's going. It's very much catered for younger audiences, but it does pull at your inner child in the sense where it shows kids getting offered the chance to be a little mischievous, to be a little naughty here and there, to bend the rules, to disobey the rules, and shows why rules aren't always the right thing, and you have to understand the differences between good and evil. All those really obvious lessons, and how it makes the protagonists and heroes work around that and overcome those odds is just really enjoyable to watch. And what makes all that so much fun is that every single kid in this film is a freaking superstar. They're funny, they're lively, and they freaking kill it when it comes to the choreography and musical sequences. It's high energy, it keeps on moving, the camera work is insane, and if it looks this good in a film, I cannot wait to see how it looks in a stage musical, because the kids are this young as well in that stage musical. The choreography is just so detailed, so frantic from beginning to end with those numbers. The energy starts high and it just keeps getting higher from then on, which is admirable from beginning to end. The direction has this sort of Wes Anderson-y feel to it, but with a Tarantino energy to it. So it's a really odd mix. This isn't a rated R film. This isn't for adults. It's very much a kid's film, but the energy feels more akin to Tarantino over that of Wes Anderson, which is very serene. This is just frantic, and it has this sense of wonder where the main character in Matilda just loves stories. She loves to tell stories, she loves to read stories, and she feels so neglected by her parents that when she comes to school for the first time, she wants to learn, she wants to make these friendships, and when someone steps in the way of that in Miss Trunchbull, she will not have it. And Emma Thompson, playing this mean, vile, nasty teacher who wants to make this school like a prison to these kids, she is all kinds of sensational. I don't think I've ever seen an actor chewing the scenery with as much delight as Emma Thompson does in this film. She is having a kick-ass time in this role. under all that spectacular makeup, under all those high heels where she looks so big, like this monster for the kids to defeat. Every time they shoot her like this kind of Godzilla or King Kong type beast. And there's just a bit of a tongue-in-cheek sense to the humor in this, where it captures really the perspective of a child, how they would understand the world around them, how they would understand parents and teachers and adults in general. And the back and forth between Matilda and Miss Trunchbull in this is absolutely delightful, and Emma Thompson makes you feel every bit of her words. When you're meant to feel scared, you are scared. When you are meant to just laugh at the ridiculousness going on screen, it's really funny. And Emma Thompson just freaking rules the screen. Every frame with her is memorable. But then the film also surprisingly tugs at your heartstrings. There's surprisingly effective emotional beats, and everyone is giving their genuine all in this. There are moments in this film and songs in this film where they start whimsical and jolly and fun, and there's a goofiness spread through the entire film. The entire thing is a bit goofy because it's a Roald Dahl, but it feels earnest in that goofiness. But then it kind of switches in certain songs, and you find yourself, oh, this is actually really sad. Sad. No one's dancing anymore in these moments. Everyone just stops. And then you just find yourself enraptured in the emotions of these characters. And that was surprising. That was effective. I was not counting on that. This was actually the opening film of LFF early in October, and I completely missed it on purpose because I wasn't interested. So I wasn't going to wake up at 6 a.m. to go check this out. So when it came to the theaters, I finally checked it, and this is a nice surprise. This is a pleasant watch that I had fun with, that I found myself invested in the character journeys and just found myself wrapped up in the characters, in the narrative, which surprisingly includes superpowers. Like Matilda is essentially an X-Men in this, so you know that really appeals to my sensibilities. But beyond that, like I said, the songs themselves are fantastic set pieces with insanely intricate choreography, fantastic production design and costumes, and then the dances. Like, anyone doing these dance moves would be insane, but the fact that you have 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds, younger, doing these moves so frantically on and out of screen with these incredible sets that are so lavish, so big, and you have such detailed positions to be in, and they're all doing it back and forth like this and like that. And I don't know why I'm moving around because it doesn't do justice to what they do on screen, but it's really good. Now, like I said, if you've ever seen a movie or a Roald Dahl adaptation on screen, is anything here going to surprise you? Maybe details here and there, but the gist of it. Are you going to be surprised where this film is going ultimately? Not whatsoever. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think the biggest thing in this film is that it can feel a bit one note. There's not twists and turns, swerves here and there. It's just a very straight line from beginning to end. It's serving its ultimate purpose, and it's meant to be taken that way. It's meant to be super enjoyable, and it's going to put a stupid smile on your face. So is this really the kind of film and story that I naturally gravitate towards more? Not really, but having given it a chance, I don't regret it whatsoever, and I wouldn't mind watching it again at all. The filmmaking really impressed me, and the charm of its cast collectively was really something to behold. So before I dive into my final thoughts on Matilda the Musical, it's time for the fun part, where you start the conversation with your thoughts in the comments below, whether you're excited for this film, whether you've seen the original adaptation, or the stage musical itself. Anything and everything down there. And if you're enjoying this video, there's more reviews of 2022 movies or shows for you to enjoy. You can find them right up here. If you're enjoying this video, or if you just want to talk about movies and TV, this is the place to be. So consider clicking that subscribe button, and you won't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. Matilda the Musical's whimsical charm and mischievous energy are absolutely inescapable. The choreography and songs put the widest smile on your face, and the performances and characters genuinely capture your heart. I'm giving Matilda the Musical a B. That will do it for my take on Matilda the Musical. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on it once you've seen it. Big thanks to my channel members for always supporting the channel, and I'll be back very soon with more videos. So until the next one, love each other and love the movies.